Another question that came in from an Instagram follower is, what do I think of crypto? Well, to be honest, I have no forking idea. I I dabble in crypto. I find it interesting. Do I have any idea where it's going? That I do not. So it's one of those things that I feel could go to the moon or completely evaporate by tomorrow. You've been following Bitcoin, this roller coaster ride up and down. Sometimes it feels like a pump and dump. It goes up and you don't know why. It goes down and you don't know why. There always seems to be a whole lot of experts who seem to think they know what they're talking about, but we don't even know what are we talking about. We're talking about a virtual coin that's really tied to nothing. Um, how are we experts in things that are kind of don't really exist? That is something I don't think people fully wrap their head around yet. Um, it's almost like what is Bitcoin other than energy at the end of the day? If you think about how much electricity it takes to mine a virtual something that could just disappear off the face of this planet, it's not like when you create a piece of steel using energy and the steel's in front of you, right? Um, in a weird way, Bitcoin's this virtual thing that we just dumped kilowatt and kilowatt and kilowatt into. But you can't touch it, can't really see it. So I think it's interesting from an investment perspective. You can make money in it. I've made a few bucks in it. I know some people made a lot of money in it. Um, the people I know that have a lot of money, like a lot of money, I don't really see them dumping crazy money into this. They enjoy it. They have fun with it. Obviously, by market cap, you can see it right here. Bitcoin's at almost $1 trillion if you want to round up, and Ethereum is at 400. It's a billion. It's a lot of money pouring into this, and this isn't all just small time investors. The issue is, I know a lot of small time investors who are treating this like the next scratch off lottery ticket, where they think they're just gonna, you know, buy a ticket and scratch off some aluminum foil and they're gonna get rich. That is what concerns me a little bit. I mean, I hope that's the case. I hope everyone gets rich, but I just don't know if that's where it's going. It's you see a lot of this up and down stuff, and you wonder, is there some machine out there trading that just keeps getting those like the can't even think of it right now, the stock market, the high frequency traders. Like there's people out there that are have these programs and this data, and they're beating you to it, and they're sniping all these profits off the top, and you wonder if the little guy keeps losing. So one of those things: do you buy some Bitcoin and just hold it? Do you actively trade it? I don't know, man. It's I'm dabbling in it, trying to understand it, trying to see patterns, trying to see what's going on, looking for an arbitrage opportunity to make some money. Am I putting a significant amount of my wealth into this? No, I am not. And I don't know anybody that is. It's one of those things that if you got $5 million and you would have put that in the S&P 500 in the last um, I don't know 12 months or so, it would have went up. You would have made what 1.2 million, 1.5 million, or something like that. It's with a real equity that's tied to something out there that you can really touch and understand. If you got massive money like that, the stock market and real estate, all that stuff seems like kind of smarter plays. Until you watch Bitcoin go up to 200, and you're like, oh shit, should have got in on that. Um, but I find it interesting that people that I know that have a lot of money, they have not really put a significant portion of their wealth into this. And then what's that other company, Palantir or something? Like they went and bought gold. Like you didn't see them going like Tesla went into Bitcoin, and you wonder if that was a balance sheet play. They said they're going to take Bitcoin. And we talk about this on other episodes, but they probably had their position in Bitcoin, and then they said they were going to accept Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin went up, and then they probably got out of Bitcoin and says we're not going to do Bitcoin, and it goes down. Um, it's just one of those things that you don't know. Um, I don't have a whole lot to add to this because I get asked these questions on crypto, and I know the person kind of that wanted me to talk about this. I just don't have much to give you. That's I don't see a lot of rhyme and reason to why these things go up and down. It concerns me. There's so many people that look like experts in the field, and we have something that rises and falls often without a why. Like when a stock drops, you usually know why. When a stock goes up, you usually know why. When a currency rises and falls, you usually know why. We don't know why. We don't really fully understand why the cryptos go up and down. And until you really have a grip on that, that's concerning to me to put any large amount of money into it. And then in the back of my head, man, the government. Like the government's foaming at the mouth to just get their hands on this, to regulate it, to tax the shit out of it. Maybe find a new way to tax it. Screw capital gains. There's gonna be a crypto tax to try to beat this thing down. They've been saying that for years, and it's not here yet, but it's coming. The government always comes. The government's always going to have their hand out. I mean, the government now, I saw an article on Forbes, I think, that said they want banks to report any inflows or outflows from your bank account over $600. Right now, I think it's like $10,000. So think about that for a minute. When they say that they're not going to like raise taxes or on the middle class and below, who are they targeting with transactions that are like $600 or more, right? Rich people are moving around tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Yeah, $600. So what happened? That's all that stuff you sell on eBay, or your garage sale, or that stuff you're flipping, or something you sold, a personal asset, or there's these things that they're going after that's $600 or more. It sounds like you're going after working class and middle class at that point. They're trying to get more tax revenue out of you. The government's always going to have their hand out. And if you think they're not going to do it on crypto, we got you got something coming. But I just say be safe. Probably from what I'm reading, what I hear people talking about, have a diverse portfolio. Don't put all your stuff into crypto, and I maybe you just buy and hold for a long time, or maybe you try to trade. It's just, if you're going to actively trade, can you outsmart the computers or these people sitting on Wall Street that got some program telling them when to buy and sell all day? It always feels like when you try to do that, the little guy ends up losing, and I don't want to see anybody lose. So again, I don't have much for you other than just another place to put your money. Maybe it's your scratch off lottery ticket. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe it drops by half. You just don't know. If you have any questions on different topics, you can hit me up on Instagram at JamesPhillip313. Drop me a DM with a link to a news story or an article or some topic you want me to talk about, and I'll try to get you featured on here. Till then, I'll catch you on the next one.